matter how busy I am at Soccer IQ, or no matter how much we're doing to build, I never miss a practice or a game with this team. It's my non-negotiable. What we want is to provide more opportunities for kids to get more touches on the ball. You're training, but while you're playing and having fun. Kids want to be entertained. So this kind of gives you that option. That's kind of how it started, to kind of partner up with the right people. And some cities and some regions, they have no facilities.
We posted all about this. The co-founder and CEO of Soccer IQ right here in Montreal. Now, one of his partners, Mark, wanted to mention that Mark's the better looking one of the group. So just in case I forgot to mention that, I mentioned that right away at the top of the show. A former goalkeeper who came up through the east end of Montreal. He spent his years coaching at every level before figuring it out where he truly belonged, working with kids and giving something better than what he was seeing out there. Now, Soccer IQ is something, if you're not familiar with here in Montreal, some of you guys in the U.S. and other locations, it's the soccer roof kind of model as well. There's a location for people to be able to train, play indoors, have a gym, food, a real hub of football. The concept was simple and powerful. Get kids touching the ball constantly, and especially in these climates, to have this opportunity to have a place like Soccer IQ that's expanding rapidly through the province. Is just one of those important pieces to the entire ecosystem of football here in Canada. And so the timing of this is perfect, especially with the World Cup just around the corner, and all things football always on the mind here. TSN 690 iHeart Radio. Luca is messing with my brain today. He's just talking in my ear. He's changing around the music. Our guests are somewhere in space. I sent Franco to the wrong address. I mean, it's like Freaky Friday on a Thursday. Franco, thank you for joining us. I think I did justice. By the way, Marco called me specifically to say he's the better looking partner, which I put out on air just in case, so that you guys can battle it out, maybe have a tackle fight later. How you doing?
Very good, very good. Thanks for having
talking
me.
to the mic.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's amazing. Are you kidding me? So tell us a little bit about the Soccer IQ before we fly into some other stuff.
So we're positioning ourselves as kind of a facility that's changing the way soccer is played, trained, and experienced. What we want is to provide more opportunities for kids to get more touches on the ball. And in our DNA, that's kind of where we kind of established how we run Soccer IQ. So it's all small-sided pitches, 3v3s or 5v5s, and some technology we bring from Europe that's all multiple touches. It's light-activated technology, that's game-simulated stuff. So if you're coming to train or to play or just have fun, it's a great place for you. So we kind of wanted to reach out to everyone. So whether you're a pro or where you want to really get multiple touches to be better, or you just want to come there and have fun, there's a game aspect to it. So it's kind of like you're training, but while you're playing and having fun. So you got to score at the end of the games on the tech, right? And you can do some 3v3s. You can make some new friends. You can come as an individual or as a group as well.
Well,
right?
And the tech, I think the tech part is really important to bring up because it's very unique to what Soccer IQ is about. Tell us a little bit more about the tech components that are part of it.
So the tech, we have multiple different types of tech that's kind of, let's say, quote unquote, for each position. We have something for goalkeepers, we have something for midfielders, we have something for strikers, defenders. So the tech is a light activated technology where you kind of use the space and learn how to scan, find the next solution. You can augment the speed, you can slow it down depending on how quick you are. But the real important thing is that multiple touches, right? So anytime you play one game of 1 minute, you're touching the ball between 100 to 150 times.
That's crazy.
Something you can't replicate at a practice or on the field.
You cannot.
No.
Right. It's like that concept, 1,000 hours of anything gives you that level.
The difference is when we were young, we used to do that.
On the wall.
On the wall.
Right.
Right now it's kind of a new era. Kids want to be entertained. So this kind of gives you that option. So like if I give you my daughter, for example, she's grown tremendously with her manipulation of the ball, but just because she wanted to beat her previous score. So she got a score. She got 90 points. Well, now she wants to get 92, but she's learning how to manipulate, receive the ball, dose the ball properly. So it's helping her train and be better, but at the same time, satisfying at the end because you get a score.
Where did you guys see this technology and sort of where did the idea of Soccer IQ come from? Again, I brought this up on the show because I participated in some soccer roof stuff in the U.S. I know there's some. How did that sort of all come together?
Well, it really started again. I went with, so I coach my daughter, but daddy's coaching is not always good. So I always try to get her some other coaching coaches. I went to a training at a facility, and the facility was really a garage with some turf laid down on the floor, and the turf was moving as the kids were running on it.
Of course, that like that bumpy.
So I said to myself, I'm like, I can't believe we don't have any facilities for soccer training or small-sided training or individual training, right? So even if a coach wants to go do some small-sided training or small groups, they got to rent a big field. It's costly. And if there is any available, because there's no infrastructure, as you know, right? So the clubs use up most of the space. So I said to myself that night, I actually went home and I told my wife, like, get ready, I'm going to open up a business before the end of the year, right? That's kind of how it started.
How did and keep going, and then I'm going to ask.
So and the next day, I kind of talked to my two closest friends who were very passionate in soccer. One which I worked with, Nassim, and Mark, who I coach with. And I said, what do you guys think about starting something like this? And we kind of started to develop the idea as we went. We went towards the tech side. We kind of did some research. Nassim did some research. He found some tech that was interesting.
Where was that tech from?
The UK.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you guys actually go to the UK to sort of test this stuff out, or was it a blind? Was like, what we see what?
No, we did a bit of research. We found a company in the US that was carrying it. So we went to visit. Went to Connecticut. We did a little boys trip to Connecticut. We went to check it out, check out the facility, test the machines to see what it was. We really liked it, and then we kind of added on to it, right? So it was tech first. Originally, we were going to open up just a tech center. Then we kind of said, with the needs of infrastructure for clubs, and they don't have enough space, and kids are practicing in poorly sized gyms, or why don't we do small-sided pitches? And then we added the party element to it, little bistro for watching the games, and a gym for strength and conditioning.
What's your background?
My background business-wise is in marketing.
That's right.
So, I was,
that's why I'm bringing it up, dude. I'm trying to tie this all together but it's extremely important.
See, that's where kind of my philosophy was to kind of partner up with the right people. If I had gone at this on my own, maybe I would have developed something different or a different idea, but finding the right marketers that could bring it to the next level. So Nassim is another marketing guy. He's a genius at what he does, so he brings an element that I would have never been able to bring. Mark is, Mark very well. He's the lovable guy. So I could be Mr. Bad Guy sometimes, but he's, everybody loves Mark. He's a relationship guy. Yeah. He's the relationship guy, right? So offering something new every year. Like we just recently launched something new. It's some VR technology for scanning.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what kind of we want to do. We don't want to just be soccer IQ. This is what you see, and
this is what
all
you
you're going to get.
What has been? Give us sort of one or two takes that you've received over these last 3 years that has come directly from from the people that are in the football community and they're using this space. Either
it was really the quality. We kind of didn't want to take any shortcuts when it comes to proper turf. We don't want to have like a carpet feel. It was FIFA grade turf that we have. The quality of the tech and the machines, the environment. There have been other facilities that have opened and closed, and really their downfall was not evolving with time.
Is that what it is, or was it quality of product?
Quality,
as well?
Yeah. So it's easy enough. I say easy enough. With the lack of infrastructure, you can open up a facility and fill it up pretty quickly in the winter, right? But then what makes you want to come back, right? That's kind of, I think, where we succeeded.
But how important have these become to the communities that they're opening in as a center?
Being in Montreal, kind of there's other options of things to do. As we expand into kind of the smaller towns, I think we're going to have much more of an impact. But I'll give you a quick story from Laval. There was an ice storm this winter. Schools were closed. We were still open. And 12 kids came kind of independently to hang out at Soccer IQ for the day. They arrived at 11 a.m. when we opened, and they left at 8 p.m. when we closed. So they just hung out for the day, played hide and seek. It wasn't just about soccer. It was just kind of like a place where they could get together and have some fun.
That's cool, man. That's a great story.
And then as we go into the outside, so I'm working with some other other Soccer IQ possibilities outside of town, and some cities and some regions, they have no facilities. So I met a club recently that kind of thanked me for considering bringing a Soccer IQ there through a franchisee, because they are not able to allow girls to play soccer in the winter.
What?
They tell the girls, come October, I'll see you next April, because they have not enough
because there's
facilities.
not enough space.
Yeah, there's not enough space.
And in that space, they have it allotted amount of time for a certain amount of.
And they've decided to go through the boys' route, which is a more population, obviously.
Yeah.
So the girls don't get to play soccer in the winter.
That's nuts.
Yeah, which is something
That's
that
nuts. In 2026.
really affected me, because I coach a girls' team. I have two daughters, and I was like, wow, I can't believe that exists out there. Yeah.
And it's not done again, which is important piece is, again, people don't think about this all the time, but there's not as much space as you think.
No.
Where did football come into your life? Is it mom and dad? Is it a background thing? Well, you gotta look back. You gotta do that little.
It's again, I don't want to get emotional now. It's my dad. My dad, who's not around with us anymore, definitely was a big sports guy.
Okay.
He brought me into sports, and I loved soccer. My mom keeps telling me that I was born with a soccer ball on my foot.
You put it right away in. Was he a footballer himself?
No, yes and no. Yeah, he would have loved to play football. At the time, my grandfather wouldn't allow it. It was, at the time in Italy, you got to work in the farms if you want to play soccer. So conveniently, every time his team had a practice or a game, he had work to do on the farm, so he could never go play.
Dad made sure of that, huh?
Yes.
Oh, crafty.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Different times.
Wow. Did he have a club that he supported?
Yeah, so both him and I are big supporters of AC Milan.
AC
So
Milan. Well, there should be a special bell because our friend who ruined the beginning of the show, Luca, is also an AC Milan fan. How fantastic. What is one footballing experience that you've either participated in or, a game-wise or have seen that were really like, it was like just really not so good. It's left you a little sour.
I don't know if Luca's a big Milan fan. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt saying this, but 2005 Champions League is still just it's just sitting right there, right?
It sits there just like in that middle spot.
Yeah. I know my dad too. That was something we didn't sit right. Winning up 3-0, and we lose to Liverpool that way. It was just it's heartbreaking. If ever there was a bad goal or a bad play, I know it was seconds away from a phone call, him teling me how terrible they were and why we keep watching them.
Live,
Why do we support this team?
That's amazing.
So that's one thing actually I miss. Those phone calls, right, from him.
Yeah, for sure.
It was like don't call me. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I'm already upset.
You're on the other side, totally steaming. Yeah.
You had to pump us.
Give me one of the most positive moments in your in your sort of football mindset and field, that a game that you were at, something you've seen, but something that's just like the same way the other one sticks to you there.
Yeah.
There's got to be one that's just a magical moment for you.
To me, it's coaching. So I really got into coaching. I was coaching at every different level, adult level, college level. But when I started coaching the girls team that I coach now, at a young age, it was right after COVID, and they were my pride and joy. I have a tattoo actually of the girls team that I coach.
Is that right?
Yeah, we nickname each other Black Phoenix from AS Laval.
Okay.
The first tournament.
Shout out, Black Phoenix, AS Laval.
The first tournament we won with that team, for those girls, they were 9 years old. I could watch the video and just like.
Is that right?
Yeah, just that.
So it's in your DNA. So when did you know that you were going to be completely involved in football? Because obviously Dad didn't throw you in. You're not farming here.
I always worked in marketing in power sports. I worked in a recycling company as well, but I always coached. Right, I coached from the minute I stopped playing, and I still play, but really focused on coaching. In my early 20s, I always knew I wanted to do something in soccer, whether it was a goalie coach or something like that. But when I really started coaching young kids, this young team, that's where I kind of said, I want to do this. This brings me so much joy. And that's one thing that I can never give up. No matter how busy I am at Soccer IQ, or no matter how much we're doing to build, I never miss a practice or a game with this team. It's it's my non-negotiable. It brings me so much joy, and I can't give it up, right? So
is it hard? Is it hard to watch the kids move on as they get older, and then waiting for the next generation, or is it? That's exactly what it is. That's part of it. It's part of that journey.
I'd be very proud if one of my girls gets selected to something bigger and moves on to something bigger. I'd be like, if I had a small part of that, then I did my job.
Have any of them yet?
Well, they're 13 now. They're young, right? So it's not there yet.
But
there's already
totally
starting
fair.
to.
Apologies, but there must already be some inklings.
For sure.
Because 13. I'm sorry, but they're already at 13. People are
they're already starting to kind of get seen.
Yeah,
and we have a fantastic group of girls, young ladies.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing how much they grow.
Are your daughters AC Milan fans?
Of course.
Are they into football?
They have no choice. Of course.
Okay.
Both
well,
goalkeepers.
You say of course.
Both goalkeepers too.
Both goalkeepers.
Yeah, I'm a very fair coach. My daughter is a player like anybody else.
Sure, Dad.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm joking. I'm just trying to get you in a lot of trouble. That's amazing.
Yeah. Mom wasn't too happy. My wife wasn't too happy when the other one became a goalkeeper, because it's a very stressful position.
Sure,
right?
But a very important one. The important one.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
But I'm proud of them both. Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, 12 questions here on the first half with Franco. You ready to go?
Yes.
Question 1: what is your favorite film?
John Wick.
Number 2, what is your favorite song or band?
My favorite band is U2.
Amazing. Number 3, favorite sports team?
AC Milan.
AC! Number 4, favorite athlete, dead or alive?
The GOAT, Paolo Maldini.
Number 5, what is your favorite food?
Nothing better than a nice bowl of pasta.
Number 6, what is your favorite drink, alcoholic and non-alcoholic?
Alcoholic, I love Grey Goose vodka. And non-alcoholic, a nice cold Coca-Cola.
Amazing. Number 7, what would be one thing you would buy if you won the lottery?
I'd buy a ranch.
A ranch?
Yeah.
Very cool. Number 8, dream trip.
Dream trip, I would have said San Siro, but I've done that before. But seeing Milan in the Champions League somewhere, that would be a dream trip, wherever it may be.
Amazing. Number 9, how do you deal with stress?
I just work more.
How do you deal with stress? You work,
I work more. Yeah,
I
I distract myself with some more work.
Yeah, very smart, very smart. Number 10, little after hours, little ow. We got pajamas or no pajamas.
I gotta wear my pajamas.
You gotta wear the pajamas. AC Milan pajamas for sure. Number 11, what is your favorite fashion brand at the moment?
Adidas.
Nice. Number 12, what is one thing you could not live without?
My family.
Very good answer, because you know they're going to be listening. 12.1, the little sneaky one we like to add in. Give me one word to describe football. So football is?
Everything.
Amazing. Dude, that was 12 questions. You just burned through that, man. You were like totally prepared.